Hi, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about independent workstations and how we can do this at home if you would like. So, in class, we try to be really mindful of prompt dependency. So, just having, avoiding our students, our kids, relying on someone to, tell them what to do, to help them through things. We want to promote independence. We want them to be independent, super kids, which they are. And one of the ways to practice independence is with an independent work system. And that can be done using a couple of different things, and both of which we've done in class. So the kids have seen both ways that I'm going to explain to you. One thing that we use is we call it a rolly cart. I don't know what the actual name is of it, but it's just those plastic towers with 3 drawers. I'll post a link to, what that actually looks like on the Padlet so you can see what I'm talking about. Another thing we use is just containers, just, good old regular containers. And each container or each drawer would hold a task that you want your child to complete. Now, when we're filling the containers or the drawers with the task, we want them to be things that they already know how to do, so that they can be independent with doing it, because we know, they already got that down. They can do it by themselves. So being mindful of that also, of giving them, if you're going to do an independent station, giving them things that they already know how to do. And each tower or drawer would usually hold one task. If you wanted to do worksheets or something like that, you can put a couple of worksheets in each one. That's fine. However you want to do it, whatever it depends on each child individually. One of the key components of the independent workstation is the icons. So an icon would go on the container or on the drawer, and then your child would get icons that match. So what we want them to do, for example, I'll show you with the container, is we would give them a card that has the icons. They take the icon, match it to the container, take out the task, complete the task, put it back in, close the container, get the next icon, match to the next one, take that task out, complete it, and get their last icon and do the same thing. So that is something that, like I said, promotes independence, because these are things they know how to do. They'll go through all 3 icons, go through all 3 tasks, and do that independently. When you are using the rolly cart, we usually have it sitting right next to where, our kids are working, and they just, do one drawer at a time. With the containers, you can also have those sitting, right next to where your child is working, or you can also place these in a different area. In the classroom, we have all of our containers against one of the walls, and, the kids are at their desk, so they have to get up to go match the icon to get their container. You can do that at home by placing the containers maybe across the room. One good thing about that is it allows them to have a little break in between each task, a movement break. It forces kind of a movement break because they have to get up to go get their tasks, which can be really good for some kids. Sometimes it's nice to just move in between, finishing tasks. So that's an option as well, to kind of throw in that movement break naturally in between each thing you want them to do. And like I said, the things that you put in the containers or the drawers, they can be anything they know how to do. They can be puzzles. They can be, here I have these little pegboards. They stick their pegs in there. I know we passed out some, pipe cleaner beads, fine motor stuff. Fine motor things are really great things to put into the task boxes or the drawers. There's also those dry erase, worksheets that the kids have if they're really good at doing that by themselves, and you can stick some in each thing. If there's worksheets that I pass out that that they're really good at, you can also use that for the independent workstation. Anything, like I said, that they can do on their own. So if any, thank you, baby. If any of, sorry, my daughter, you are interested in, setting that up at home, I will post links for the containers and the rolly cart, and I will be available to make the icons for you. So if you would like for me to make some of the icons so that they have the things that they need to match, I can do that. Just let me know if you're interested, okay? And if you have any other questions about how to do this, then just let me know and I'll be happy to help, okay? Thanks. Sorry, one more thing I wanted to add is when you're choosing the task, when you're finding things to put in the drawers or the containers, you want to either make sure that they are closed-ended things, which means like they have a finish. It's clear, when they're done with it. If you wanted to do something like Legos or something like that, that's kind of open-ended. They can play with, there's not really an end to playing with Legos. You can use that with a timer if you would like. If you want, say your middle drawer is Legos. Like, okay, you can play with the Legos for 2 minutes, and then when your timer's up, you move on to your last one. Or you can also use that in the very last drawer as kind of a motivator for, our kids to get through the first one. Sometimes we do that in class. We put a reinforcer or something fun at the end so that they will get through, they'll get through the 2 first work tasks, and then at the end they'll have something fun for the last container or drawer. Okay, just something I wanted to add. See ya.